series, they need to come out swinging. They need to show us something different.
And we were discussing that Heretics had looked a little revitalized coming into this with some switch-ups, but to discredit LEV here would be a disservice. They are exceptionally strong on this map. We have to wait and see how it looks for them today. Heretics, second time is always a little bit better. We're getting curious, and he's dead. He's very dead. Aspas happily going to take him away. Sheriff in his hands. Always scary. Again, for Aspas, looking to see him activate here. Another great map for him. And that head-to-head with Miniboo is something going to be on our forefront of our minds. Oh, a little bit of a re-swing.
Okay,
nice
Benji.
from Benji. Aspas,
okay, Benji.
Relax, Benji. But he's given them a chance, and it's now a 2v2. The spam nearly caught Aspas in the heels. Pause. Slow it down, 40 seconds. They've got time to play with, and Aspas, he's already getting over towards B.
Now he's going to develop a little bit. Aspas down to only 10 HP, so yes, he'll get that spike planted.
30 seconds left.
But it's all on King and his positioning here. How is he going to deal with the rotation from Team Heretics? They're going to move together. Dart's going to come off cooldown before they go for this retake. The HP is there for the side of Team Heretics, but Sheriffs purchased up for Team Leviathan. And only 100 HP on these players. So it's 2 body shots.
Oh, this is important.
Spots one.
Spot made.
Standing ahead.
And it's actually Aspas that was the one that planted the spike, and he makes his
around
way
the
around the world. But no splash damage to be able to get on that spike.
This is sick, though. They don't expect it. The timing's so good for Aspas. If he can just check on the spike, that's a great shot. That's a perfect follow-up for King. Aspas willing.
It's on Team Heretics to make sure that their timing and spacing is pivotal. Benji, first of all.
Love that. Love that. Punishing any attempt. And I want to see this from LEV. I want to see the dialed-in LEV. I want to see that dangerous LEV. They've been a little hit and miss throughout this so far. Obviously, that upset earlier on in the groups. Looking to recover, and they're doing so very well here. Step by step, clearing out the A site. Still a couple of threats there. Sheriff's in hand. That's going to be Miniboo and Rien, so Rien's now noted. Tex takes down Miniboo. Beautifully done for LEV. Vandal is still with Aspas. And bits and bobs around it. So certainly poses enough of a threat, and I feel like we're going to be seeing this A site basically the entire time. A little bit of a lurk from King, kind of keeping control on the other side, so no overconfidence or, I guess, assumptions can be made if you're Heretics. They can't always assume. And they will be punished if they do so. Aspas, again, renowned for his entry work. The guy is genuinely a joy to watch. But for now, it's going to be Tex. Quick on the trigger to find Benji, and a very quick rotation.
It's all on Boo here at the back of the site. Dart on Calm, though. He's going to catch him, force him out of the position. He needs to back away. He needs to value his life. 4 versus 5 is winnable. That spike's going to get planted. He cannot stop it, not with that cove up.
Nah, nothing to be done about it. It's actually Tex to connect. This bonus looking like pretty much on the money here. They're in the post plant. They've got all the bodies here. And Aspas leading the charge again. Finally put to bed by Boo, but it's Rien's and Boo to try and clear all of this space. They've got util for the post plant. Tex can create a fortress around him by yellow. And this outlaw already been spot on. I think a tag there yet. Rien's is barely breathing. Boo's trying to do some work, but it's Tex. Folding this down. Beautiful from Tex. Stunning work. LEV going to be everywhere. Sheriffs, yes. And they're going to hear this. They should be pretty aware of what's maybe around that corner. So I hope to see a very diligent, cautious approach from LEV without leaving it too late.
Pretty good read on the situation. Boo's got that deep line towards B, jump spotting. Till he gets pressed off that issue. Team Heretics is going to keep the stack. They had this on pistol round. Benji got 3 from this location. But LEV is peeling off.
Oh, but I like that. Going to note that at least they're starting to re-clear over towards A.
And that turret up from Tex at that A push. Going to get that information. Boo can't progress further than this.
And again, yeah, they can't rotate. They're still holding players here. That's nice from Boo, but one's all you're going to get. A big trade from Aspas, and Tex just hunting. He's out and about looking for any potential victims, but they've somewhat passed by already. up towards kitchen as the plant comes in from Azino. Oh, mini boo, just a shot in the dark.
Fine.
Yeah, straight up blind. The Dizzy Flash going to be in play. Aspas got to be cautious, forced to fall away. 30 seconds. Suddenly, we're in a little bit of trouble here. And he's got no way out of this safely.
30 seconds left.
But where does the spike go? Looking to alleviate some of the pressure. Tex is unleashed in middle, but there's util to hold him back. But he's trying to be a problem, be a nuisance. They've got bodies on the site still. Aspas down at 57. Trying to take point for his side. It's not clean enough for Tex, but he's turning attention. 10 seconds now. They've got to get a kill, and they do. Aspas creates safety, but there's danger above as Rienz could be the disaster. Waiting to strike, but Aspas, the perfect bodyguard, but time is going to be tight. They got the spike. So close, but not close enough. Mini boo, all right, big shots, but it's solid in your face. But now, though, we go back to business. It was a thrifty conversion. Heads back in the game here for Lev. Lots of ults to play with, seeing Aspas invest his into this round. 3 players in response, though, coming over from Heretics. We are going to see as well the Harbor ult on top of that. Aspas trying to take space over by screens. Pixel spotted, and maybe a victim found. Not going to get the fight he wants, and Heretics peel away. Okay, Rienz, you got to back yourself in some fights, I guess, but that one...
Swatted like a fly.
You should run.
King's still on the side, though, and Heretics getting closer now, trying to hold the line, though. King delivers 2 bodies, puts him to bed. Con from up on top. Nice little spray, and he gets it done. Lev instantly correct the course. A mistake.
Now we see them deny info towards B.
But it's all about timing, and maybe Benji gets it this time.
Just holding
Turret's
his off
still
angle,
there.
biding his time. The rotation from Heretics coming back to that A site.
They can gamble stack it. They're on Sheriffs. The big rifle is with Rienz. But beyond that, Sheriffs and hope, pretty much. I don't think he saw what was around that corner, but Benji getting curious down tube again. Silence across the map, hard to read.
It's going to be a very tense situation here as soon as first contact is made.
They get enough of a read on that. Maybe just feeling the pressure, but they're close. They're already so close. Deeper towards Maze. Rienz, again, he is the one to watch here, the one with the rifle. Lev cautiously and carefully taking step by step towards the site. You're looking at Rienz closing on the gap, but as Kings take away Miniboo, the support system starting to fall. Couldn't get the follow-up, and Lev now should lock this down. This should be security, and it is. There's a reason they are this strong on this map. Can't stress that enough. I think Rienz was a sharp reminder of that in some of the previous series. The guy was monstrous, but hard to get things going. And once again, Lev, traditional start. Looking to approach towards that A site. And really, as it stands, only one dedicated. It's going to be Woot hit.
So important for him to get one and live, or just live. Wait for the team to come in. We were just highlighting how Lev is so shoulder to shoulder, getting those trades. Team Heretics has been so spread apart. It's one thing if they're hitting their shots, but right now, Lev is getting the better of them.
And the tempo feels nice from Lev here. And Rienz, I mean, wants to try and deny easy access, but just a hop, skip, and a jump, and it makes no effect.
This is all a ruse, though.
And they're biting on it, hook, line, and sinker. Did Benji spot anything?
But Benji's got his lockdown. This is going to be very difficult for Lev to be able to do anything. They're coming back to A. Just a fake pump back to B. Get spotted. Come back into A. The site is free. The Viper's Pit covers that plant spot. Miniboo.
They're playing
so
them like
dangerous.
a fiddle. They are absolutely running rings around them. Free site plant. We're looking at the retake, though. It's kind of always postured for Heretics in that aspect.
I also looked at Tex.
Yeah, Tex, though, trying to catch that rotation. Perfect. Big delivery on towards Boot. Can they finish with a flourish? Keep this clean. 5 still alive for Lev. Woot trying to maybe lead the way. Forge them forward.
Big
Rienz,
kills.
back to back, but it's Com on top. 2 kills. Aspas still holds. And it's all on Woot in a 1v2. Problems left and right, and they're going to know where he is. He might be just dead to rights here. He seems to have lost track of where they are, but Tex never did. Lev are the team on this map in my mind, and we're seeing it round by round. Say, if anything, we kind of expected it to be this way. I think anyone with a bit of a mind for Valorant looked at the veto and went, well, map 1 is going to probably Lev's. It would need a massive change, something of that ilk. But I guess the big question mark is, what is the impact on the individual players? Do they suffer in these moments? Are they going to be kind of down on themselves, struggling then to pick themselves back up? Map 2, map 3 potentially? That's always the question mark. And how much does Lev get rewarded from a map like this? Confident display, feeling like everything's working too, because that's got to feel great. It's not just like the Aspas show, no, it's this lovely approach, the fundamentals wrapped up with a bow, and everything looking just peachy. Now, outside of that, yeah, they could still get a couple of rounds. This map is never over. I think we've learned that in Val. It can always change like that. But as it stands, yet to see that spark from Heretics. And Tex snuffing them out. I mean, Tex has been absolutely on it today. Already, pleasure to witness. Let's see if there's any signs of life. Not really. Tex just farming. There's only Boo to really do some damage here. That's another plant. And they just look so robust in this mini-Boo, just given nothing either. They're just really not allowing it until then.
Getting
First
something.
pick. This isn't bad, at least towards maybe disarming that post plant. But then you still have Com, Hunter's Fury, Shock Darts. Still got Aspas, still got Tex.
Tex 6 HP though, can easily fall.
But they gotta go. They gotta go now. They're running low on time. And no one's playing to them. There's nothing to be given. You have to take it yourself. And Lev not really feeling intimidated nor threatened by this. First shock dart invested.
Second.
And the second. And mini-Boo is barely alive. Oh, that's a shot! But it may be all for nothing. A pixel out of place, sure, Boo could do some damage, but the time is the main factor again, Lev. This is perfect to watch. If it
can just sprint away.
Yeah, that's fair, Boo. I mean, he's been supported now with some additional utility from Benji, but
2-3.
See how he deals with it. Yeah, it's the first time we're seeing this like 2-3 split at least.
They're trying to force out a re-aggress from Team Heretics, but instead Team Heretics, they pop this owl drone. They spot one. They try to push and punish. They don't know what's 3 here though. mini-Boo.
They're going to find out fast because they already saw the harbor. They saw Mazzino earlier, but they found Com on the kill. So there is at least information there, and they're going to expect to follow up. I like this proactivity, but there's still danger to this.
It was early enough in the round. 50 seconds now for Lev to be able to close out this round. 3 players for Team Heretics on the defense.
Going to take the contact. There should have been a trade on that. How is that disjointed? I thought that was on the absolute money. I thought they had it right, but apparently we were wrong all along. And now a 3v2. Couple of ults though here for Heretics. And they're cautious. You can see it with Lev taking their time. Plant's going to come in. And once again, you look at this post plant. King's got util, as has Tex, and Aspax can just take point. He can just hold this. Ooh, the timing. Okay, 2v2. Maybe. With the lockdown, this could be enough. But do they play forward? Do they fall back? Looks like forward is the answer for now. Tex getting interested, getting hungry, wants the kill. He finds the pointier end of the stick. Benji gives him a lifeline.
Round by round is what Team Heretics is looking for here. And we can for Lev, early Hunter's Fury this time.
You wanted it before, now you're going to get it, but you can see the effect against the Neon. So hard to try and close that down, just skips away. Rien's got to be cautious, not get kind of spammed out here. He's kind of playing an obstacle course, it looks like. Nowhere feels safe, but once again, they're just putting bodies on this. There's 4 players here now, and they're not falling away from the site. There's 3 of them. Back site. This is about to become a death match. And Aspas, I kind of fancy his odds. All goes up though, and a couple more question marks, but Lev keeping control, trying to stay composed under all the chaos. But it's Woot to fall and King to deliver. Mazzino now holding that side, make sure they can't counter push, but it's come from on top to find 2. But Benji again, the one to try and keep them in this. But where do you put your money now? Boo up against Com. Spike is loose, 50 seconds, he plays ahead of it. Com, good intuition, but a better shot from Boo.
Boo, the in-game leader for...
Oh, Woot.
So gutsy. But you need this.
No, okay, he backs away. I was wondering if he was feeling really audacious, but it's Benji. This is an early test he hasn't had before. Tex this time beats his opposing number. So that's a massive pick at 1 minute 18. That's so early in the round.
And that's all the Sentinel abilities down as well. So that means that mid lurks are going to be very strong.
Oh, they're on the menu. Going to have the lockdown as well towards A.
This might be counterproductive. That Hunter's Fury setup for Rien's, he knows he could get some collateral damage here as soon as that spike gets tapped. But Heretics was basically off of the site, so Lev, they go and they get that plant.
There's Hunter's Fury.
Gets stalled out.
Yeah, and now a pre-take towards the site. This is nice, really well timed.
And he picks him off.
That's perfect from Rien's. And I've got to say, credit to Woot and Miniboo for hitting that as the second that the Hunter's Fury came down. They're starting to get the tempo of this game. Finger on the pulse here, but the dangerous three still stand. Aspas, Tex, and King. Miniboo getting curious. Oh, big punish. Good trade as well. Great spacing. But it is Aspas. And he always deserves a moment of respect here. Spike is left out of hand. Is there a way to divide? Oh, and he's starting to conquer! 10 seconds, pops the ult, a quick turn, he knows where he is. 7 seconds to play with. What does Boo do? He clutched before, and he's done it again!
Boo is
by a good margin. They've shown a very good display, but there are answers being made by Heretics. They're getting that read on the game.
They're getting more confident.
Yes, and you can see it here. This time it's Benji winning that fight. Takes away Tex, and that was the trade out from the last round that went in Lev's favor. And now they've got control here. They have this A-site control, finally.
I believe it was a little bit of a spam duel that Benji got the better. A killjoy diff at middle there. Boo. Valuing his life, sees this orb. Oh, and a spam kill for him.
That's so nice. Just catching a second of King. Just trying to get towards yellow, but the plant's going to be coming through. Can he deny it? That's actually going to sting a little on Com there. Does get away. Aspas gets detained. Woot's on the way. Boo's going to find him, and now suddenly they're down to 2. Com and Mazzino suddenly with a wake-up call. This game ain't so easy. And Miniboo, I feel like he's kind of overcooked that a little bit, but luckily for him, it's only going to be Com in a 1v5. The defuse is happening, and Miniboo's toying with his dinner. Com tries to stand, but will fall. And now we have a game on our hands. It goes in classics, pretty much. And Heretics on the attack, and we look at Woot to try and be an instigator here. Quite quiet on the first half, but this half is, it needs a lot of him to be involved, obviously with Rienz as well, but still, his value certainly increases here. And a look towards B long, but the walk back towards A. Heretics, slow and steady as they approach the A side.
Lev spread apart 2-1-2 setup, only 2 to defend this A site, and Com would be the first point of contact here at Maze, but Rienz gonna pop that drone, follow it in. There's no Viper wall here. An orb still remaining for Boo. He pops this now. Looks like they're trying to get that spike planted on that wingman.
And Com is completely outdone. Heretics, very clean there, actually. I thought they might have been a little bit dissuaded by the harbor wall coming through, but no, very well calculated on the way in. And now down to Aspas and King. They were the ones that were split quite far away. And Heretics not moving away from the site. Hard for any of the util to really force them away anyway. I don't think Aspas saw the pixels crossing through for Miniboo. This is so difficult. It's just going to need belting shots, really, and no one's giving him a fight. First one does go down, that's Miniboo, but you're right, time is of the essence. Spots out Boo, but they don't know about the other 3. This is so uphill, so arduous to try and turn around. Great work from Heretics, Josh. This was very well-made plans. Ooh, that changes things. Oof. Yeah, that suddenly becomes a whole new script gets written. As it stands, though, we're going to see the Sheriffs out. There's 3 in the hands of Lev, one with Aspas, one with Tex, and one with Mazzino.
Scary.
They've gone for a stack, all in, 5. Heretics should go through their protocol list. You've got to hope. That should be 2 spotted. Wonder how much more gets revealed in the same moment. And with no pressure over towards B, you're going to be adding question marks to what's around that corner.
They saw multiple players there, including Aspas. Benji starts his walk, securing the close space for his team, but, I mean, the fast rotation, the pivot, Miniboo sliding around the map. It's going to be an orb and a wingman plant here. That's where the Viper wall is. It's going to protect them. Com, you're going to try to deny that plant? It's so difficult. You have to wait and play the retake. Still, King sits back, waits to see if it's a fake or not. Team Heretics actually didn't go for that plant. They still have that wingman, but now there's 4 players for Lev. This could get scary.
And I hate seeing it get to this 30 seconds. I mean, 30 seconds isn't so bad, but there is elements of danger. If the spike plant gets denied, if something goes a little topsy-turvy, it doesn't. As it stands, Com does go down. Goes to the hands of Benji's utility. Split at least 1 towards CT there. And they're in a very comfortable post plant. Looking at any utility to maybe take that out of position. Maybe Mazzino can invest a little, maybe Tex, but other than that, it is the weapons in hand, and Heretics drastically outgunning them here in this round. So, should be a formality. But Tex has something to say about the matter, as does Aspas. Can they dismantle the two players on the side? But you got to get going here. You got to get moving. Aspas 10 HP and he's still firing. Boo though, it's where the buck stops with his side. He doesn't let him pass. Boo has been on the money.
Last half, Lev was able to
They try and walk this.
Dangerous position to be
in. The gun in the way. He couldn't see it particularly clearly. Does go down to Boo's. Had his number throughout this game in a couple of clutches, couple of ends of rounds. Boo has been the big man. Now with an early pick, they can pause here. Still about a minute to play with.
Such high-risk play coming in from Lev right now. First Aspas, he goes down. Tex also stands tall.
Got to back yourself, I guess, but this is dangerous. And that owl drone could be actually dealt with. Perfect. The Dizzy does find him. Time to fall off. He actually tries to go back in, and the timing's just perfect.
Spacing.
And the patience pays. Oh, he even gets a second. Nice work from Tex to keep calm there. But Heretics righting the ship. Until then, Mazzino makes his stand on the site. Death from above with King. And suddenly, Benji in a 1v2, but 30 seconds. And I told you once before about this guy, and I'll tell you it again. If he stands, there's always a chance. But does he predict Mazzino's reposition?
Benji thinks he's still back sight, but took the rope across silently. No idea.
But when does he consider it? When does he's got to think about it at some point. But timing is everything. 13 seconds. Mazzino's reposition was heaven sent.
Team Heretics falter. They had that opening pick on Aspas over at B. And we've seen this from Aspas. It's such a big risk to take in a moment like this where you play that 50-50 angle. You're against the bonus round here as well. Losing that round would have been huge. Just a really bad situation to be put in. But right now, Team Heretics, surely they lose the round, but that was the bonus. They're able to do a full purchase here. And they're keeping Lev really low on economy. What is Lev going to do to rebound from this? 4 Sheriffs and a Vandal coming into this next round here. And this is not the situation you want to be in, but still, with confidence, pushing up, trying to take space. Yep.
Now that Vandal is on the way. It's in the back lines. Kind of set into play by Mazzino. Did Benji hear any more? Maybe an additional step, who knows? But he knows his presence, and he knows that they've now got access at least to the flank. Now, is there a stack here? Benji making decent progress. Be able to hold this. Maybe wait to hear for rotations.
Lev.
Hello.
Oh.
He's going to hear that.
Benji hears everything.
Yeah, Babu's found his man. And now with the Killjoy going down, he's got free reign. Aspas aware, but he still dies. And now Benji can be a nuisance. He goes down. He could have played his life a little more there, cost them some time. But no, the plant's going to be coming in for Heretics. And now they can sit in the deeper post plant.
Boo still with the molly here for this post plant.
Com, he's got the rifle.
No cove, just the cascade.
Very difficult for them to get this done. And they are going to come back through that to secure at least to the first attempt. There's no half achieved here, of course, they know that. So time going to run low. Now, you can see the layering of utility. They have to respect the timing, and they're trying to maybe disrupt that back line, and Mini Boo's having none of it. It's clean work in the end from Heretics. 3 alive, and they have... Here's a change. Aspas, the timing. He didn't get seen. They have no idea, but it doesn't seem...
They know.
Now, yeah, they absolutely... You're right. Oh, Rien's the one to punish. And left... looking almost silly here, and it's bizarre to me. It's not something we know that we know that Heretics don't lean towards this map. We know that Lev have had this in their map pool towards the top end. But right here, right now, we are seeing Heretics poised to take the lead. We question the form of Leviathan throughout this, I guess, tournament to an extent. We question Heretics towards the end of the online portion, qualifying to this, looking in slumped potentially. But now, as it stands, they're in form, but still, 8 apiece. Tex in the right place.
It's a good gamble read from Lev. They have that crossfire, but Tex re-aggressing because they have the numbers. This is going to be a huge play or a big blunder.
Feast or famine moment for Tex, and it's famine. Woot finds him instantly. There was a chance there if things didn't go his way, and they don't. Mazzino tries to make something out of nothing, but Heretics taking the lead. Deep in what feels like enemy Guardian. In the hands of Aspas.
A drone actually got cancelled because Rien's got shot in the toe. A little bit of 19 damage or so. Now, Team Heretics wait for that Viper wall to come back up so they can walk across here. hopefully not get spammed in the process. Benji just holding this A space.
Dizzy goes down as well, so Aspa still gets to hold the line. Sees something. Oh! He's so good! But one pick's not enough in this round, but taking away Wu is pretty important. It makes the plant more difficult. They have to put bodies behind it, and now they've got numbers leaning back towards B. Aspas on patrol, on duty, another target, but no confirmed push off the back. And King, slipping back up to yellow, is lovely. That keeps safety here.
Benji starting his A walk right now. Harbor Wall about to drop over towards B, but already the repositioning from Team Heretics. It's just Boo here trying to keep pressure, trying to keep the Lev players. But it's already a retake for Tex.
Yeah, and I'm also looking at Mazzino's timing. If he played down tube there, potentially, there is still going to be the utility in the way, though, so he's not going to get the freedom.
Hunter's Fury set up as well, in position
for Tex.
For this tap.
He's so scary with this Sheriff, though, but doesn't get the shot he needed. Benji going to create at least security on the site to try and facilitate the plant. Com trying to deny by just buying time with his ult coming in. Lockdown going to come through as well, trying to create some sort of safety, but Heretics looking like they're about to secure the round here. It's forced a lot of utility. It forced a lot out from them. That's fair. And maybe it's not over yet. But a 2v4 with Sheriffs. Plant against you. They're desperate to get Boo down, but he's such a nuisance. Oh, he's being such a pain. Really well done again by Boo. Credit here, just playing his life well, costing them time and potential towards the site. And the threat's been managed, and Heretics...
From popped for Aspas. He is over towards B, and it's the same opening setup for Lev every round. And Team Heretics, they've been taking this A space. They've been holding the pushes at middle and B, waiting for Lev to get in the faces. Lev hasn't really pushed through all the way yet this game, but their defense holds. We talked about them on attack, shoulder to shoulder, 2-3-man swinging things together, getting those trades, but right now, falling one by one.
And it looked like Heretics were trying to maybe predict or expect some aggression off the back of that ult here, especially when you're looking at where Benji was and to add to that Boo as well, but ooh, turret stays up.
Mazzino always positioned towards this boiler angle to deny that Molly from taking out the turret, denies those late lurks from Benji or from Boo.
That's lovely. I think they're getting a good read of the approach now.
It's going to be tough. As soon as this Harbor Wall goes down, that's going to be the Viper Wall to be recycled in. But already...
We're trying to disrespect that, at least with the Dizzy. You see the stuns coming in. They've got the site. Yeah, we're going to have the Hunter's Fury coming on towards this as well. Com going to just swing on in, but Heretics holding this site well. Mazzino has to respect the ult at the very least, but there's 3 players to try and handle, and they're not getting what they need. King and Aspas. Ult with Aspas. Rifle with King. But the ult on the site makes it hard to connect for Aspas. He doesn't get fair fights. Normally, he doesn't need them. Right now, he's being given nothing. They're not playing to his song by any means. And Heretics might have just teed up 11 here. Aspas another step closer, but a victim found, but a good trade. Boo, keeping those numbers favorable, and King going to be forced back to heal as 11 rounds is going to be carved to the board here. And I think a lot of us doubted this map, and rightly so. Off of statistics, off of history, out of anything we know about this. But as it stands, when you get to champs, that all goes out the window, apparently. It is 11.
Lev, do they push through with it, or do they back off as soon as they get spotted here? Woot.
Oh, they're so ready! They were ready for the aggression last round. They're ready for it again. The only thing that went their way was King finding Boo. That's it. But the site falling into the hands of Heretics. Mini Boo taking so much space here, making sure that plant will be secure.
Spike planted.
Cove still available for this defuse. So much ability for Team Heretics right now.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose.
And here comes the thrash. Oh, Aspas slips by.
I mean, he just didn't get the impact that he wanted, but maybe a chance made here. 2v2, and Mazzino hungry for the kill, leaving Rienz in a 1v2. Diffuse already started, he's been dealt with. Finally, Lev finds... Chance made, though.
Another A opening for Team Heretics and Lev. Tex and Aspas, very aggressive positions. Tex holding the bottom while Aspas holds that belt line. Team Heretics with a Dizzy, gonna pop off of this. We're a drone.
Last round, we saw Tex in this sort of position being forced off by that Dizzy. This time an easier evacuation for Aspas, but a lovely reaggress taking the Space Blade maze. Oh my god, wait, Heretics are fighting back and Miniboo trying to, I don't know, trailblaze his way through the site itself, but Lev finally standing together, but Benji, yeah, run, Mazzino, because that would have been a 1v1 and it would have been untradeable. And now the timing is right. Leviathan reminding us who they are. This is their map. This is their...
Looked like for a moment, Benji and Boo wanted to progress towards middle here. Fake pressure towards A. Team Heretics hasn't really shown this, where they pressure towards A, push them off, and then instantly transition back. And it's going to be a 3-2 split towards that B site, B main being that first point of contact. They still have Drone. They have that Dizzy. It's going to be a lot of loud noise. But right now, only Benji gets spotted. He's the normal lurker. They shouldn't expect two. And with double initiator towards B with this Neon, it's going to sell everything they need to slip the gap through middle. Lev, I don't think they're going to be prepared for this at all.
Oh, King is on the chopping block here. I'm a little worried for him. But Mazzino not far away. The timing, okay. Oh, okay, he's still alive.
He might pop his pit as well.
Caught by the Dizzy, but he gets back to safety. There's the push, though. Straight up middle, that is going to cut off any support. So it's on Mazzino. It's on King. They're on an island, and the support is still pretty far away. Benji, they're just on the other side of this pit here. King, he's waiting, and says hello, Benji, carving through them like a hot knife through butter. Heretics taking over the site as Aspas and Tex finally make it back through towards B. But by now, the site's under full control. Heretics showing off here. Benji's timing was fantastic through middle there. Lovely work.
Economy very low, but they could still afford another buy. Lev looking for an opening into this round to see if they can go for this. If they don't get it in the next 5-10 seconds, they're just going to fall back and save. Right now, Aspas thinks he's got a chance. It's going to back off now finally, and a lovely switch up from Team Heretics in that situation as well. That timeout coming in, the coaches probably making that call, seeing that gap.
They need these rifles as well for Lev. You're looking at the economy, something you were noting, it's getting a little bit close to the wire for some of these teams, but 12 is made for Heretics. At the very least, overtime secured here for them. For Lev, they're 2 rounds away. Now they are able to fashion a purchase.
It could be really strong for Aspas to pop this out and get in their faces, but right now, opting to use the Vandal. And again, another 2-on-2 spread apart for Team Lev. Team Heretics going back to what was working the first few rounds of the half, taking that A space, popping that drone. They're going to follow up with this as well.
I like how far Aspas is actually walking with King here as well, really securing, making sure they're clearing those back lines and ensuring some confidence in this A hold, but it gets a little bit scary. Again, they may have good information. They are still held back by the utility.
It's a 5-on-3 though at A site.
Yeah, not easy to overcome. There are the numbers here. Tex, will he be noted on the Dizzy, on any of the utility that comes in?
Here come all the set pieces from the attackers. That Viper wall can isolate them, but Tex needs to go big.
He found a pocket to play in, and he can only punish one. A good trade, a 2 for 1. Heretics going to be happy with that. Com is still backside. The lurk is on the way. Closing the gap now. They are surrounded here, Heretics. Players left and right, but Com needs to show presence, and he does. Takes away Rienz, and there, striking from the back lines is Aspas. Good trade for Benji. But they don't know about King, and this guy is ice cold. Takes away Benji, leaving it all down to Woot. Can he find a fair fight? He's looking for one. Doesn't spot King here. Oh, this is a nice reposition. It's audacious from Woot. They don't have... Oh, there we go. He's been seen. Ooh. Com just snapping up there to it. That flank was so... Fury as well. Com is so good at this. A blind send on it, but it's Mazzino with 2. Rienz does take him down, but it's good numbers for Lev as OT seems like it's on the horizon. Rienz and Boo, though. We've talked a lot about Boo, and for the right reasons, but the timing on Com here could be perfect.
Oh.
He's got him. Okay, I didn't know if he knows the barrel or not, but he did. Oof. He was lucky there, sitting a little bit deeper to not get caught by that.
I have the spike.
Rienz, he's had impact before, but a 1v4 here. That's a lot to ask, yeah. Quite happy to see this go OT. Give us a real game between these two heavyweights from EMEA and the Americas region.
Tex has Rienz contained though.
Yeah, high-low. How you meant to... He knows about King. Again, so close. He's desperate for a pick, and they're just not giving him much. If anything, they're giving him nothing. Again, all the utility just being worked through. He's giving it a damn good... Oh my god, go! You caught me for a second there, but it will be OT. And this...
On Boo right now.
Christ.
We saw Aspas in a similar position. Got wrong on the 50-50.
What a gamble at a time like this.
He's got to be feeling it. There's no other way.
He was towards the top of the board. I don't blame him, but
that
there are two players.
That re-clear towards A, though, spotted nobody. Boo.
Boo, are you ready? Yeah, okay, checked on. Really heads up work from Lev to be so diligent in every step they're taking.
That's actually really good for Lev right now. Because the drone, the Dizzy, didn't clear anyone. This dart now will, though. The jig is up. Lev, the fake is not working anymore. Boo, you need to keep your life, though. You need to back out. He's got his orb up, so he's going to be okay here. But now that Lev got spotted at lower A there, now they want to fall away.
You can see the read here. Benji already starting to come over to try and help Boo, but they are encroaching on the site. They're at the door. More than knocking, they're breaking it down. Spike's over here now too. Boo trying to keep a little bit of space, but again, he can't fight too hard for this. He has to keep his life as well. CT might be overwhelmed here. Already Tex looking that way. Already looking at Aspas taking that space too, but Boo's still on the verge. Holding back sight at the very least. But they don't know about CT yet. They've got to be aware of it, and I think Rien's going to try and secure this and make sure they know about Tex. But he's buying time. He's costing them this retake here, but Boo and Mini Boo in unison breaking back through. Aspas can't do it all! And Heretics, known for the retakes, might just take this one back as well. Com would be in a 1v4, it ain't happening! First in OT for Heretics.
Days.
The timing on this.
King.
I'm so scared for King here. They've explored deep, that's fine, but King's got to be really, really careful trying to defend his kingdom. Falls away towards site and has to kind of do what Mini Boo was up to, or excuse me, Boo was doing in that first round of OT. Taking the space and playing it very well. Mazzino.
Stepped.
Did Benji notice it? I mean, we're in LAN, the audio's different here. It's hard in a live environment, and actually rewards across the map for Lev. Middle controlled, A controlled. They're eyeing up B. Walking into somewhat of the unknown. That harbor wall, denying information, vision, and any fights thus far. King getting deep by Snowman. Two towards site. That's going to be Mazzino and Com.
I'm not even sure if the wingman can get into plant, but he's going to walk up all the way.
Dizzy going to go deep here. Don't think that catches Mazzino. No, they're none the wiser. And the second attempt here going to come through with at least wingman. Hold on, they're clearing through the site. How have they done that? How is it? Oh, okay, King, that's not bad. The timing on that is great, but Tex could be the downfall of it all. Tex's timing is so good, but it's Rien's. This guy can clutch, but a 1v2 ain't gonna be easy against two heavy hitters here. Tex and Aspas, the corner held. He spots one, not the other, and now he sees them both with Aspas. Keeping hope alive here for Lev in map 1. Diffuse gonna come in. Wait for it. They got nowhere else to be, and this is some damn good Valorant here. Pacey looks like towards A. Let's see if they try and actually go behind this. Com clears close, sees a whole lot though. They retake the space towards Maze, holding that corner just a second. But I think they're trying to feel out if there's real commitment behind this.
Lev definitely looked like they wanted to do a tempo change, to actually commit through. But once they got stalled out, the drone didn't get any value. They didn't find an opening there. They choose to back off. They leave, though. Tex inserted in A. That alarm bot to secure, to see if there's a re-aggression. But this bait setup at B, we have not seen this before from Team Heretics. Mini Boo behind yellow. Boo gonna set him up for a multi-kill. Right now, Com, he has his dart. It's so important for Boo to break this dart so that Mini Boo doesn't get spotted here. But
well, time to go.
As I say that,
time to evacuate.
But it's back to A now. Tex leading the charge.
Benji. Scene one, he cleared the util as well, so they've got to be able to keep some sort of confidence that the hit's coming to this side. There's no further contact towards B. Already rotation from Mini Boo, but Tex is at the door. And he wants to take this space. He wants that control. And their timing, their spacing was on the money. It was perfect before, and it might just be again. Benji with a good trade. Brings it back to a 4 apiece, but Aspas can only do so much. Time! We're down to 12 seconds. King in control. Gonna get the plant. But it's Boo still alive, and he's been clutch as hell. But the Viper's Pit is that. Whoa. He's seen both. He's seen both! Boo can't do it this time! King reigns supreme as Lev finally take back
here. But Tex, so aggressive.
And he's rewarded with it as well. Mini Boo beheaded. And they can back away, knowing they've done so much damage so early on.
Wait.
Hold. King, careful. Careful. He's outnumbered. That's the floodgates potentially open. They could evacuate. They could bail away from this if they want to.
4 and 4. This is where the mid-rounding comes into play. How are they both going to respond? Right now, the kill happened on the Viper towards B. Team Heretics, are they going to go back to B, or are they going to hit towards A again here? Lev, keeping that 3-man gamble stack here. Trying to gamble stack, maybe re-aggress and re-clear an area right now, but
Zeno walking mid as well.
It's a full commit towards B. Benji's alarm bot still in play to stop that middle push. He's got his turret as well. He hasn't placed this yet. He's going to go back and place this to deny any sorts of flanks right now.
The deep dart just came through towards A as well, so they've got security knowing there's nothing coming towards this A side.
They got to hit this timing, get that spike planted ASAP.
But they're so worried, they're so paranoid that there's still players here. The confidence starting to wane as now Lev are on the site. They've made it in time.
Full stack.
And you've got the rotation coming in, the flanks on the way, and already Benji's gone down. The plant is in place, but it's a 3v4, and they have no idea about Mazzino. Now they do, and they deal with him quickly enough. A 2v3, but boost position.
Wait.
How much can Woot play this in? Do they have anything to clear this space? Oh my god, Aspas. They have no idea! Boost strikes! But can he hold back the rest? He'll need help here from Woot. Does he get to reposition? Oh, he got scanned! The timing! So perfect! And now we're in a 1v2.
No way!
Do it! Lev bringing them to their knees! A glimpse of what it would be like, snatched away! Lev, maintain